Well, we have safety first, quality, then production. And that's what we'll be talking about today. Now, when I talk about upper management, safety has to start with you. And I've lived this back in the 90s. I had a couple people fall off scaffold. One was the best man at my wedding. Another guy fell off a chimney. We were still in the house building within about a 5-year period. And I was trying to practice safety programs. And my safety manager come to me and said, hey, he said, you know what the problem is? It's you. I said, what do you mean it's me? He said, you tell them you practice safety. You don't pay no attention to it. And he was right. I'd go out to the job site and I'd see a guardrail down. And I'd know that they knew I was coming. So what I'd do is I'd just kind of walk around the corner. Make sure they seen me or saw me. Then I'd come back around and guess what? The guardrail would be up, right? Or they'd have their safety glasses on. Everything was okay. So I was telling them one thing and doing another. And then, by the mid-90s, we were on the verge of going out of business. Our workers' comp went so high that 18% of payroll and all the profits were going to workers' comp. And that's when about 95, we put the safety incentive program in place. And we've gone now 17 years. We did have an accident. About 2 years ago, a guy fell off the scaffold and hurt his back, and he was okay, but then he got staph infection in the hospital, and that's, But anyway, we've had virtually no accidents in about since 95. So, very important. It starts at the top. Yes?
Does it change your workers' comp rate?
Oh, yeah. It went down to, our workers' comp rate went from 18% down to under 1%. We were group rated in the state of Ohio and saved us about $350,000 a year. And then we went, after the guy hurt his back and got the staph infection and all that, it went back to about 7% now. So, yeah.
Still I'm paying 17.39% on carpenters.
Wow.
But that is a tough state. There's only so many.
Yeah. Have you had accidents?
Minor accidents. That's the things that you check.
Yeah.
But if you lose any work, that's where you get.
That's right. Lost time work.
You try to do everything you can to avoid it, but yeah, it's tough.
Yep. What our safety manager does is he inspects the project every 2 weeks. And what we do is we put $100 in a fund for everybody. It's like an escrow fund. They get at the end of the quarter. Less any fines they get. Well, OSHA taught us this. They've walked our job sites, start writing up these guys, no hard hats, no steel-toed boots. And we thought, you know what? We need a program. Let's just do the same exact thing OSHA's doing, but we'll go out there first. And it's worked fantastic. I mean, they go out, the OSHA will be there the next day. We just inspected the site. OSHA now, we actually train OSHA in Columbus. My safety manager does the BX trainings with them. We went to North Carolina when they had wall bracing issues, and we trained 40 OSHA inspectors on how to do wall bracing, how to do this stuff. So it's just, when they used to come to the job site, our guys would, how it is, they're in the trailer. Scatter, boys. Get off the job sites, let's go hide. Not anymore. They just keep on working like nothing's going on. So, and they're safe, and it's been a great turnaround for us. The safety manager writes up the hazards as if OSHA was inspecting the projects. We do require hard hats, steel-toed shoes, and safety glasses. I understand anybody if you got 15, 20 people out in the field, you probably think you don't need safety glasses. Put 150 in the field. You will, and times it by 10. If you get lucky enough with 15 or 20 people and you don't have problems, you're really lucky. But when you get a bunch of them, you're going to have a lot of eye injuries. And we have it. You take a nail. We had one guy just hitting the concrete nail, shear off and go through the side of his eye. Luckily, he was okay. Didn't blind him, but it was that close. So we're full-time safety glasses. He holds monthly safety meetings and conducts employee training at the meetings. This is some of the meeting topics. I mean, some of you guys have your own topics you'd want to bring up in your meetings. This is a safety meeting, and I got to tell you that this is like a pepper rally. This is once a month, and we do it religiously.
That's in your office.
This is in my office, George, where the big conference room was. Yep. Now, there's probably 60 people here. Now, nowadays, we'll break it down to 2 meetings if we need to. If we can't train all the people at one time, you know. But it happens. And we talk about safety first, quality, production.
What time do you do it and what day?
We do it, right now we're doing it on a Friday morning.
Friday morning.
Friday mornings, yeah, because a lot of the people are on 4-day weeks, so we bring everybody in on Fridays. We not only teach them safety, we teach them how their 401k plan works, how our production works, where we need them to be, how to do your time cards. We teach them everything at these meetings. Communication is wide open in the company. And I got to tell you, but when we talk about safety, I had these meetings for years, and at first everybody's tense and they don't want to do it. Of course, we're tying it to these rewards, these $100 rewards they get at the end of the quarter, so they want to listen to us.